Now I think about it, I don't think I ever discussed what my disability was in the last episode. I might as well make it clear now that, it's not enter. What did I do? What did I do? I screwed it up. What happened?
No.
Yeah.
You just want on the game.
Okay, but I think I may have just, like, paused, redone the recording. Just in case. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Katawa Shojo, also known as Disability Girls. In the last episode, we have arrhythmia, so now we're at this school. Okay, episode start. Just in case that did actually reset. Just in case. Cover my ass. Anyway, in fact, gates in general seem to do that. But this one especially so. I'm gonna click in the game to make sure that I'm actually in the game. Red bricks, black wrought iron, and gray plaster assembled into a whole that doesn't feel welcoming at all. Are you sure about that? I feel like you're just assuming, cause that's pretty dead. I mean, it's not like an open patch of grass field welcoming, but it's still like a hey, it's a pretty fancy place welcoming. You know what I mean? Like how a manor can be welcoming.
It looks very nice.
Yeah, it's a space bar. Cool. I wondered if I would like what the gate for a school wouldn't. I wonder if I looked like what a gate for a school should look like. Oh, for God, I cannot read this sentence. I wondered if it looked like what a gate for a school should look like, but I couldn't decide. Probably no. Wow, rude. Of course, I didn't want to get stuck on this thinking at the gate for too long. Oh yeah, I forgot to pull up the walkthrough. I mean, I'm totally not using a walkthrough. What are you talking about? I am so good at my job.
God, these two games are such a mood whip.
Yeah.
God, I love it.
Love it's just like, woo, adventure, exciting, and then it's just whoosh, slam down, calm, chill. Of course, I didn't want to get stuck on thinking. Nope, already read that. Moving forward feels so good. So I walked towards the main building of Yamaku Academy with a brisk pace. I am alone, as my parents are taking my stuff to the dorm, and there's supposed to be someone waiting for me. The grounds are incredibly lush, filled with green. It doesn't feel like the kind of grounds a school would have. More like a park with a clean walkaway going past the trees and the smell of fresh-cut grass and all other park-like things. Words like clean and hygienic pop into my mind. It makes me shudder. Rude. Sorry if we want to have a nice healthy greens around here, you fucking jerk.
He just has hospital PTSD.
Yep. I shake them off. Stay open-minded now. It's your new life. You have to take it as it comes. That's what I tell myself. A few big buildings loom over the leafy canopies. Too big and too many for just a school. Everything seems off. It's different from what I thought I knew about schools. It's an uncanny valley, even though I was told that this was my new school. In the back of my head, it doesn't feel like one. I wonder if the feeling is real or caused by my expectations of a school for the disabled.
You're projecting.
Yep. Definitely projecting. Speaking of that, I don't see anyone else here. It's kind of eerie, because they're in class. Sorry if it's eerie that people being attentive is eerie to you. It makes me wish that there was somebody here that I could anchor myself to something tangible instead of having this feeling as I step into another dimension. The trees hum with the wind and the green hues flashing all around me catch my attention. It makes me think about hospitals again. How they can say that operating rooms are painted green because green is a common color. So is blue. So why am I feeling so anxious despite all this greenery? 'Cause you're stubborn. That's why. Only after I stand in front of the haughty main building, I was surprised by realizing why the gate bothered me. There's a plane flying over my window. Thank God I'm not an ASMR channel, because my God, I would have to deal with every time my dogs barked, I'd have to cut that out. It was the last chance I had to turn back, even if I had no life I could return to. Wow! But still, after entering, there's probably absolutely no way I could go back anymore. Feeling nervous with this realization set in my head, I opened the front door. Seen here.
I forgot how damn good this school looks. Holy shit.
I know, right? A tall man with bad posture noticed me as I entered. We're the only two people in the oh, that's right. The only people in the lobby, so it's only logical. And I pressed the wrong button again.
You must be Nikki?
Nicki Minaj? Nakai.
So you are. Excellent. I'm your home movement science teacher. My name is Muto.
I think it's Mutu. Muto.
Oh?
Muto?
Go Muto for that. Muto.
Yeah, Muto. It would be Muto. Because the U is like an O in Japanese, I believe, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, something like that. Like oh.
You talk.
Welcome.
Oh. We exchange a handshake that is neither form nor form? That is neither firm nor sloppy. I am so good at this. Neither firm nor sloppy. And he looks at his watch.
The head nurse asked for a. Oh, the head nurse asked you for a brief check-in visit, but there's no time for that now.
Oh, should I go later?
Yes, afternoon is probably fine. We should get going and introduce you to the rest of the class. They're waiting already.
Oh, thanks for putting me in that great situation. Oh, we're gonna see my favorite character in this once we get to the classroom. Waiting for me? I don't really like being the center of attention, but I guess it's inevitable in that situation. Somehow not knowing for what is waiting for me makes me feel really nervous. Thinking of this, I almost missed what the teacher is saying.
Do you want to introduce yourself to the class?
Yeah, okay, so it says doesn't matter. Oh. Yeah, why not? Right? What would be your choice in this situation?
If I put myself just plain blind, in this case I would still say yeah.
Yeah.
So that I could have a little bit of control.
Yeah, still yeah. Yeah, I'd be like, yeah, of course. Yeah, same thing. Yeah, sure. I mean, isn't that normal? Ha! That's funny.
Not everyone likes to be at the center of attention.
Well, I'm already going to be, so I might as well be in charge of while I'm in front. While I am, so. I'm probably one of those people, but I guess I should be the one to give the first impression of myself. That's true. Right, but it's no problem.
Let's go then.
That's a staircase. This staircase is seen so rarely in this game. It's really fascinating how very little you see of this staircase. My heart is pounding in my chest, and it keeps me thinking about my condition as I follow the teacher up the stairs. Whoa! Heyo! The third door down in the third floor corridor is marked with as the classroom for class 3-3. Yep, that would be why it's labeled 3-3, because it's the third door down from the third floor corridor. So that's why it's 3-3. Yep, good job. Congrats. And here we meet the most annoying character and the best character. In my eyes, anyway. Muto opens the door and enters.
Good morning, everyone. Sorry I'm late again.
I hesitate for a split second at the door, freezing on the spot. Ah, get a grip. I'm gonna stop talking in a deep voice because that's making me yawn, so I'm just gonna talk normally.
I mean, I can understand being all gloomy, Hisao, but like, it's gotta be mortal on the voice.
It's not even murder on my voice. I just keep yawning. I don't want to yawn for 4,000 years. But there isn't any point of worrying so much, at least not this soon. Yay! There we go. That's a nice shot. Look at that. Man, I remember back when the best you could get for this was like 480p. That was YouTube back when this was first popular.
Holy shit, I missed a lot of waifus when I first played this game.
Yeah. Let's see. I followed the teacher into the classroom and look around, partially so that I wouldn't have to meet the curious gazes of my new classmate. There's my favorite right there. Here we are. Partially, I won't have to meet the... Okay, I already read that. It's pretty spacious, and the ceiling is unusually high, and there's a lot of space left over around and in between desks. This will slowly start to pan over, and look, that person has that one that makes your two eye colors different. That's cool. I like that. Anyway,
heterophobia, if I remember right.
That should be right. Yeah. An entire wall taken up by blackboards, and the high old-fashioned windows make it only larger. The students' desks are standard wood desks, with a shelf underneath for books and wooden chairs with metal frames. Simple and efficient. I stopped walking in front of the classroom and faced the other students. They all looked normal, like students for any other school. But then why would they be here? Wow! Asshole! They look normal, but they can't be normal! God damn it. They're probably... Oh, here we go. They're probably like me, and they have something wrong with them. It's only... Oh my gosh! I almost didn't register what I had just said there. God damn it! Look, there's one of the other options. Look, it's Francesca. Francesca von Karma. What's she doing in this game? And there's Edgeworth. The hell's going on?
Protagonist desk.
Yeah. Oh yeah, there it is. Oh, I never realized that was the desk he sat at. Well, how the hell did Shizune? Okay, whatever. Oh yeah, that's. Oh, I never realized that. I never really got that picture. Man, it's so nice that I stopped and realized that. I'm just mostly distracted by Francesca von Karma over here. Most of the time.
Wow, holy shit, that goal in front got it worse off than the Emmy and the art goal. Holy fuck.
Yeah. Oh, no wonder she looks dead inside. Jesus. I feel... Oh, man, that sucks. Okay. What?
I never noticed that one.
I know. I noticed it, though. It was one of the ones I noticed as well. I was like, holy crap, that sucks. They're probably like me, and I have something wrong with them. Okay, then. Cool. It's only just... Wow. Only it's just not immediately obvious. Then I know someone who seems to be missing a thumb of their right hand. It's a little jarring. Rude. I have like I don't even know, an uncle, I think, that has a missing pointer finger, which means he points with his middle finger most of the time. He finds it amusing. Despite the natural tendency to listen to someone when talking to you, I tune out the teacher's speed halfway through while he introduces me to the class. I notice a flash of dark hair and see something that someone is looking at me. A girl with a really long, straight hair that is pretty eye-catching. And she sees me looking back, she sees me looking back at her, and she covers her face with her hand as if trying to make her invisible. Yay! Hanako! That's... God damn it. There's one boy with a cane leaning against the lockers at the rear of the class. It's weird seeing someone so young with a cane. Rude. What if it's an accessory? I mean, it's not, but what if it was an accessory? Maybe he likes being dapper. Man, you're so mean. Other girls seem to be making some weird hand motions. Weird hand motions. Is she from the army? Sign language? She peers over me at the rims of her glasses. I don't... No. Shisune, leave me alone. I don't want... No. It goes back to whatever she's doing. She's kind of cute. No. Okay, fine. Yes. I don't want to be... I'm not being a dick. I shouldn't be a dick about it, but... Yeah, she is cute, but... Ugh.
Oh my god, there's a K on gold in the back.
Did you not know that?
I didn't watch the show until after I played this.
I so noticed that right away. She's really kind of cute. So is the cheery looking girl with the pink hair sitting next to her. She's really hard to miss. I don't know how I noticed her the moment I walked in. Okay, so Misha. All right, here we go. So, for me, I know I can guess what Misha's disability is.
What's your guess?
It's what my disability is as well. She has all the notable signs that she that she has the same disability as mine. Did I think about it, I don't think I ever discussed what my disability was in the last episode. I forgot to mention it in that episode, so I guess I'll mention it.
This is the game to do it with.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, I mean, I've already said it before, but I might as well make it clear now that it's autism. My disability is autism, and everything that comes with autism. And everything that comes with autism. And Misha has all the notable signs of when you sit back and think about it, and you know what it's like, and you have experience like I do. You sit back and you think, you're like, yeah, she most likely has autism. It's never mentioned. It is never mentioned what disability she has at all. It is not mentioned at all. We don't need, technically, it's not even really mentioned if she has a disability. But I definitely think that if she does have it, it's autism, like me, for sure. Like, hands down. Or, like, Asperger's, something like that. Something along that line. She's on She'd be...
I have Asperger's, but that's a form of autism.
Yes, it is. That's correct. Yeah, she'd be on the spectrum, for sure. Okay. Well, now that I have the in this episode part for this video, let's continue with the actual game.
Okay, so most of the internet agrees, while you don't necessarily have to be disabled to go to this school, most people agree that if she would have a disability, it would most likely be autism. Please welcome our newest classmate.
He claps his hands, and so does everybody else, except the one girl in the first row who has only one hand. I cringe a little, but hide it by bowing in thanks and applaud for this applause I did not deserve. That's mean. Why are you so mean to yourself? Why are you so mean to yourself, bro? Collective silence tells me that I should open my mouth now. He just opened his mouth and Metallica comes out. Like he's got a voice box in his throat.
What's that show?
What?
I need to watch that show.
Metallica?
Agretsuko.
Oh yeah. So, I'm Isao Nakai, and after that, I would personally, for me, okay, so we're going to go into this again. So for me personally, I am really up and open and in front with my disability. I am perfectly comfortable with talking about it. I'm not uncomfortable with it at all. So basically, if even like to the point that it's practically awkward. Like it's like, hi, I'm Logan or Survivor, whichever name you want me to associate with me. I don't care. I'm this person and I have autism. Here's what it means to me. I'm just really open about it. I know not everybody is comfortable with it, but for me, I'm personally just comfortable with it, so I just be up in front with it right away. So, but obviously our hero is not going to be, because
If I need to, I usually will be, but if I don't need to right away, I usually won't say it unless somebody asks.
Like that's perfectly reasonable and fine. There's not a problem with that. It's just I just tackle it a different way. That's all. Like I said, I grew up like mostly I was raised already being told what my disability was, so I knew like from the beginning pretty much.
Oh God, we didn't even classify mine until like somewhere in high school when they actually started to like figure stuff out.
Yeah,
Know
no,
what
yeah, no. I was raised specifically told like right away, even as like a child. I was told like you have autism. This is what it means. And then
Like I also have a speech impediment, but they didn't know about the autism until later.
oh, that's yours as well.
Well, I've got a speech impediment. I can't properly say "aw," the letter "aw."
But are you? I meant autism. Should I edit that out? Are you uncomfortable?
No, I'm fine with it.
Okay, cool.
Also, I did just say that like I have Asperger's.
Oh, that's right, you did. All right, okay. I'm just making sure because might need to edit it out because it might not be a comfortable topic for everybody. I know it's not a comfortable topic for everybody, so just making sure. Anyway, and after that, my hobbies are reading and soccer. I hope I get along with everyone, even though I'm a new student. And after that, question mark? I'm being so boring. This is exactly like every self-introductory ever. Well, why break a good formula? Don't have to be exciting about it. Why, if it works, then use it. It's fine. You don't have to be exciting about it. I should say something something more exciting. I end up saying nothing, and the teacher picks up from there. Everyone seemed to be satisfied with what even little I said. A few girls are whispering to each other, throwing glances at me. It could have gone worse. Listen to the teacher drone on as he getting along while I'm letting my gaze sweep across the classroom. Everyone seems to be listening intently when he's done, and they clap their hands again, which makes me feel weird to do. The first girl in the girl claps on this round with one hand against her other wrist that ends in a bandaged stump. It makes me feel a little bad. That's fine. There's nothing wrong with feeling a little bad.
We're going to be doing some group work today, so that'll give you a chance to talk with everyone. Is it okay with you?
Yeah, it's fine with me. And by everyone, we mean two characters specifically and nobody else.
That's good. You can work with
Hakamichi.
Yeah. She is the class representative.
I know a very small amount of Japanese, enough to know how letters are pronounced, and that's about it.
She can explain anything you might want to know, and who else would be able to do that better, right?
How should I know? How could I know? Yeah, exactly! How would I know that? A teacher passes out. Why did my brain cut off right there? The teacher passes out. Apparently that was the end of the sentence according to my brain. God damn it. The teacher passes out the day's assignments and announces that we'll be working in groups of 3. It hits me that I don't know who Hakamichi is. Slow. The teacher seemed to catch my helpless expression. It's that one. The one that looks haughty. That one over there.
Alright, Hakamichi is right now. Shizune Hakamichi.
That's not Shizune! Move the side. You're not Shizune. There. As he calls out her name, the cute, bubbly-looking girl with the bright pink hair and golden eyes waves her hands at me. I take a seat next to her by the window. Okay, so I have a nice, fast, bubbly voice for this character, so if you can't understand what I'm saying, don't worry, nobody else can either. It's on screen. Hey, I guess you're Hakamichi, right? It's nice to meet you. What? I'm caught off guard by her laughter. It's nice to meet you too, but I'm not Hakamichi. I forgot it did that. That's hilarious. I'm not Hakamichi. I'm Misha. This is Hakamachi Shishan. Oh, here we go. This is the music right here. Giggling. Holy crap, that's a wall of text. Giggling, Misha points to the girl next to her. The one I saw using sign language before. It looks like she has been staring at me the whole time. She nods once nonchalantly to show that she acknowledges my presence, but only barely. She has a short yet carefully, neatly brushed hair, a pair of oval glasses that balance on the tip of her dainty nose, and dark blue eyes that seem to alternate between every few seconds between analytical and slightly bored. It's nice to meet you. She immediately looks at Misha, who smiles and makes a few quick gestures with her hands. Akamichi nods and makes a few gestures of her own. I start to wonder if the teacher's messing with me, saying things like, you'll be able to talk with people, and who better to explain things than you? I don't think the teacher's gonna be that much of a dick. Unless he wants to be fired. I'm sure it's not easy to actually, like, to get a job working here. Probably a lot of background checks that you have to go through, like a lot more than a regular school, I imagine. And they're probably like they're probably tightly monitored to make sure that there's little as harassment as possible, right? I can't imagine it'd be easy to get a teaching job here.
Completely blunt, Moose has never seemed all that there to me. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if he had a disability of his own, but like it wouldn't affect his teaching.
Yeah, I can't imagine it would. I can't imagine it would be. The thing is but then, like I said, like I don't think the teacher would be that much of a dick unless he wants to be fired. Anyway, I see a little confused, right? But I understand why you would think that I was Shishan. Shishan is deaf, so I'm the person who translates things back and forth for her. I'm like an interpreter. She said it's nice to meet you too. That's the voice I have for her. I had it the entire time I was playing this before, because that's basically the voice that she might as well be her voice. More girly, but still. You're the new student, aren't you? Well, Shishan, of course he is. If he wasn't, he wouldn't have to be standing up there for no reason, right? He seems he's a very interesting person, doesn't he? Yeah, sure. Very interesting. Well, I guess technically, okay. As far as it's concerned, technically he would be interesting because he has a disability that's not like shown. It's not like a physical disability or rather, it is a physical disability, but it's not immediately apparent. So that would technically be interesting in a school like this, or even in a school in general, to be honest. If that makes any sense.
I mean, there was a few background characters I couldn't immediately tell what was wrong with them. Yeah.
We knew you were gonna be a new student, but we didn't know you'd be here today so soon, Hee-chan. Right? Hee-chan? Yep, it fits, doesn't it? Did I say it out loud? It's just a surprise. I never liked that nickname. Well, too bad. You better start getting used to it, because she's not gonna call you anything else.
It implies that other people have called him that.
Well, probably. It is a pretty a pretty decent nickname. Probably a girls would have. I really don't see how. It fits! You look just as I imagined. Generic as hell. Yep, brown hairs, brown eyes. Really generic. I'm one to talk. That's exactly what my hair color and eyes are. Yeah, you look just like a Hee-chan. I wonder what everyone seems to think so. Probably because you do. Sometimes you just have to accept a nickname, alright? I'm sorry. You're just happy for you that you actually got a nickname. I got no nickname. I have never gotten a nickname. Akamachi taps her fingers on the desk to get Misha's attention. They gesture back and forth a while excitedly, and her hands blur. Misha seems a little overwhelmed. Sorry about that. Chicha wants to know that she's a class rep, and if there's anything you need to know, feel free to ask her. Do you like the school so far? We can show you around a little if you haven't had the time to walk around and familiarize yourself with it. you can already see some of the signs, right? For, like, I know it's, like, really soon, and you only really fully understand, like, get the idea, the impression when you go down Shisune's path, but you can already kind of, like, right away just tell, like, alright. You're like, you get a suspicion.
Oh, the only thing I've seen is a little bit hypo, and that can be several things, and isn't even necessarily a disability by itself.
True, but it gets more later on. It gets more later on. Trust me. If you do Shisune's path, it's really obvious. Especially like the fact that she mentioned that she's always too loud and she keeps getting loud for no reason. So that's spoilers. Never mind. I'm gonna shut up now. Hi. Someone's playing Geometry Dash. Neat. Anyway, Misha stumbles on the hard word a bit, making it stick out in the otherwise fluid translation. Thanks. That would be pretty helpful. I just kind of came straight out to class today. Ha ha! Isn't that no good? You should always try and learn as much as you can about where you're going before you go there, not just with school either. Always, even if there's a trip to the convenience store, right, Shishan? Or sorry, really, Shishan? Ha ha ha! I'm gonna be stumbling so much. Learning about where you're going, I didn't bother to do that, or just didn't care enough to do so. I look forward to this, even if I committed myself to going along half-assedly. But anyway, I don't say anything, and Misha signed something to that ends in a shrug. What was that? It seemed to be something about me. I feel like slumping over my seat. Both of them are smiling, but that shrug hit me unexpectedly deeply. Yep. Again, get used to it. You look down. Are you okay? Don't take it the wrong way, please! I hate it when people are afraid to ask questions. I thought people learn things by asking. God, yep. Yeah, I just hate it too. There's only people in the class that clearly had a question about what's going on and just didn't ask. And I'm like, come on.
I love answering questions if I can. Like, I love it when people are asking things if I can answer them.
Yes, exactly. I love it. I love it to pieces so much. Asking for help is perfectly normal. As much as needing help. Stop looking like you just failed a test. Wahaha! Alright. Thank God I don't have to put... and another thing. You don't have to call Chi-chan something so formal like Hakamachi or class rep all the time. Let's go with Chi-chan. I'll just call her, oh dear. Apparently not. Apparently that's not what she said. That's the fun part about it, is that Misha sometimes interjects her own wit just to make sure as well. Because she doesn't even mean it by harm either, right? She's not doing it.
I think she's like trying to get Shizune to loosen up a bit.
Yeah. That's what I get out of that. Okay, maybe that's a little too casual. Maybe Shizune would be more appropriate? Yep, Shizune is fine. Okay, that'll be a lot easier for me. I feel a lot more at ease. Both of them seem so friendly. I feel like an idiot for being so apprehensive earlier, especially about Shizune, who I assumed to be all business. This walkthrough has been inaccurate, by the way, apparently. It's good enough, but I noticed that sometimes some things are different than what the walkthrough will point out. Like this was a walkthrough for an older version, and the newer version, some of them skip some things. So...
Wait, they actually made newer versions of it? No way.
Oh no, not new versions, updates. I mean, like updated versions.
I mean, that still fixes like some bugs that I probably didn't know about.
Yeah, there were updated versions. There's a changelog and everything.
I need to look at that. I'm actually legitimately interested to see if they changed anything big.
The changelog does. I looked at it. There's not too much. Most of it is like before the game was released and concept art. But if you want to look at it, it's pretty interesting anyway. Nevertheless, it's buried deep somewhere though. You got to look for it. Anyway, well, she still seems to like that. Just less so, I guess. Huh? Oh right, we haven't even touched our assignment. We should start work now, or she won't get mad. The assignment is also kind of long, so we should start now if we want to finish it before the class ends. Wah! That's... that too. Julian glares at the two of us impatiently. I don't need to know sign language to understand that. Okay, I get the message. After class, we can take a walk around the grounds together. It'll be nice today, okay? This assignment is actually very challenging to get through, combining aspects of both difficult and unnecessarily long. The best kind of assignments. Still, we finish a few minutes earlier than anyone else in the class, despite our late start. Tsune and Misha are really capable. They're quite different, though. The class rep is as calm and professional as she looks, while Misha's a lot more playful and girlish. Not to mention she's more easily distracted. There's another sign right there. Easily distracted. That's another sign for the spectrum. Like I said, the things by themselves don't mean anything by themselves, but when you put them in a long line together, it starts to become suspicious. Anyway, to be honest...
I mean, combining those two things so far, it just sounds like ADHD.
Which is one of the things that comes with autism and being on the spectrum, but yeah. So far, it's just ADHD, but you'll...
To be fair, though, a lot of times those two are, like, mixed, or one is classified wrongly as the other one.
Yeah. To be honest, the two of them did most of the work. I feel guilty about that. The clock tower bell rings, signaling the end of the period. Time for lunch! The position of what else to do, I follow Misha, who's beckoning me in the hallway down the stairs. We ascend even below the lobby where I meet Muto, down on the bottom floor. Just like everything in this school, the cafeteria seems too spacious and oddly modern in contrast to the classic exterior. Rude. Its big windows and open courtyard towards the main gate. It's cafeteria! Jesus. Hi, Misha. You know how many times Misha jump-scared me throughout the entirety of Shisune's Path when I played it? So many times.
God, just remove the ceiling and that would just look like a picnic area. Fuck.
Yeah, seriously.
This school is so nice!
I know! Her enthusiastic statement is of the obvious makes people around us stare, but Misha doesn't seem to care when we proceed to the line. Through that long list of menu options, it seems great until I realize that many of them are to accommodate students who need specialty diets. How nice! Almost makes me feel like I'm back at the hospital. Alright, quit. Alright, asshole, shut up. Alright, we're back to complaining again. We were having a fun time, then you had to come in and ruin it. Alright, shut up.
I mean, if it's anything like I've heard, like, even just basic cafeteria food would still be better than hospital food.
Yeah, seriously. Eating proportions measured with scientific precision to meet the needs of the patients. You want to try and get them to have better... Alright, now go down this path. Nope, not going down this path. Playing a game, not talking about topical things. Forget it. I pick up something at random and follow Shizune at the table, sitting opposite of her. As I nibble indifferently at the food I'd rather not eat, Misha pokes me in the side to get my attention and points at Shizune. Yes, that's a girl. I don't understand signs, so the point escapes me. Look her in the eyes anyway. Maybe looking at the person who talks to you is proper and polite.
Yes.
Yes! That's the case with anybody else! Do you want to know something? What? Absolutely anything! We're your guide, so you should ask if there's something. I wonder. Alright, so this one is a choice. I forgot to save at that other joint, but it really doesn't take that long to get here. So I'm just going to right-click and start saving now. There's only one girl, or like one or two girls, that makes it so that if you have to choose a different option anyway, that it matters. So for this one, we have to choose the library. That's the choice that we have to choose. Obviously. Because that's where she is. So ask about the library. Oh yeah! Is there a library in the school lately? What's wrong with me? Lately I've been into reading a lot, so I'd like to check it out. Misha gives the kind of frown that makes it clear she doesn't consider reading a healthy hobby. Well, what do you know? Reading is a perfectly healthy hobby. It's more healthy than video games, anyway. But then picks up her smile again. There is! It's on the second floor. We can show you sometime. Thanks. I return to my food while the girls talk between themselves. Misha and Tsune sign back and forth very animatedly, throwing sideways glances at me. But Misha refrains from translating. Probably because it's girl talk that is none of your business. Also, it could be none of your business. What do you think about that? Maybe they're talking about secret girl stuff or something. That's probably it. Or they're talking about how cute you are, which is exactly what they're talking about. Anyway, I quickly noticed a conversation. I thought I saw something. I quickly noticed the conversation in sign is not enough to fill a silence.
Why don't people like silence? I love silence.
I like science.
Silence.
Oh, silence. I don't like silence. I hate silence. Well, I mean, I don't mind it. Well, I guess I don't hate it, but I don't like it most of the time. Sometimes it's nice and peaceful, but sometimes I don't want peaceful. I like music.
I think I can partially agree. As long as somebody has a topic, like, I'm fine talking, but if somebody has a topic, I'm also fine with just silence.
Oh, okay, yeah, I get you. That's fine. Okay, I understand that. Yeah, I get you. We arrive in the classroom, but we're not early. Oh, sorry, but we're not early. But we're not the first. Man, I sure can read. Hey, there we go. And here comes my long train of gushing over a girl that doesn't exist and is 2D. Here we go. Oh boy. The dark-haired girl I noticed before is slumped over her desk at the last row. Don't run away, we just met! Where are you going? We had this conversation last time, but I still think that that her disability is that makes her come here is not the burns. It's the other one she has. Or something like, I think I said something like that the last time.
I know.
She jumps a little when Misha crashes into the room with an elegance of a rhino. That sounds a bit like me. She shrinks deeper into her seat. I can feel her tension all the way from here, as if she was slowly turning to stone just from our presence. Misha and Chisune either don't notice or don't mind it, as they walk directly past her in their seats and begin to converse. Okay, bye! Well, it's nice seeing you. Hopefully we get your path. I'm left wondering about her, even when the classroom slowly fills with her students. And finally, the teacher. Getting into the rhythm of the school feels strange, as if my brain remembers how it's done, but my body doesn't. That's exactly what it is. Towards the end of the class, I started yawning and counting the minutes left. I shouldn't be tired on my first day of school. Maybe it's because of the long time spent at the hospital that makes me like this. I'm even feeling physically weak and lifeless. Before long, the final bell rings. You are currently kidnapped. No, I'm just kidding. School is finally over for the day. Besides me, Misha and Chisune are having a short conversation. After a bit of deliberation, Misha turns to me. Unfortunately, we cannot stay and show you around today, Chan. We gotta hurry already since there's a lot of work for us to do. Normally they drag you along if you don't choose the library option, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Pretty sure. You'll have to find your way around here, I'm sure of it. Wait, the teacher said I have to see the nurse. Where do I have to go? If that's so, I can at least show you that much. Come on, the nurse has her own building. We should go outside. We join a flow of students making their way down the stairwell and outside, with the girls pointing out the senior classroom, the same as our hallways. When we get outside, the girls make their way to the smaller building right next to the school. It's built the same style, and it looks like they're actually part of the main building. This is the auxiliary building here, from a lot of official and important stuff inside here. Like the Yamaka Foundation office and all the nurses' suits. They even have a swimming pool. How is that official? It's an official swimming pool. Don't be silly, Hee-chan. It's for physical therapy, of course. Dumbass. Anyway, all the nursing staff facilities are there too. The head nurse office is on the first floor. You'll be fine from here, right? Well, we'll be going. See you tomorrow. Okay, thanks, bye. The whole building for stuff that has nothing to do with actual education? Yep. I guess it's necessary for a place like this. Yep.
I mean, I would want even regular schools to have some type of office area.
Yeah, seriously. I walk in hoping that it really will only be a quick visit, like the teacher said. First of all, because we're playing this game, that's not happening. Second of all, that's still not happening even if we weren't playing this game. On a white door on the left is a green cross with the text "Head Nurse" and nameplate. A voice from inside responds to my knock almost immediately, but I can't quite make it out. It sounded like a bit like an invitation to open the door, so I invite myself further in. The room is not large and smells of storage. A friendly-looking man turns around to his office and faces me as I enter. You're up. Ready? His desk is neat and tidy, but the bin under the table is overflowing with used medical utensils, and there is at least a dozen coffee cup rings lingering on the desk.
Oh there, what can I do for you today?
He's young-looking and sort of rugged, but the dimples on his cheek wash the impression away when he smiles.
Wait, what the fuck are dimples? That's not the first time I've heard of that.
It's muscles in your cheeks that show up when you smile or blush sometimes.
Oh.
Oh, here's the song. Let's see, what's it? A-E-I-O-U. Which is a pun, pretty much. Are you the nurse? He smiled like a person who has heard this very same question hundreds of times.
Well, yeah. It says so on the door, no? You can call me by my name or just the nurse, like everybody else does.
Of course. I shake off my confusion, realizing I probably should grab his extended hand. His handshake is rather firm and friendly. Right. I'm a new student, and my homeroom teacher told me to come and meet you. My name is Hisao Nakai. His eyes light up with the revelation. He snaps his fingers.
Oh, you're that Nakai. I was just reading your file in the morning.
My god, is it long?
Some kind of chronic arrhythmia and related congenital heart muscle deficiency, right?
Yep, that sounds about right. He gestured to me to sit down in the vacant armchair in front of his desk. Yes.
But you've probably already been briefed by the school enough, so I'll just go over this quickly. We have all kinds of facilities available, mostly physical therapy and such. There's always someone from my staff around, even at night, so never hesitate to call us if there's a problem.
The famous 24-hour nursing staff. Wow, this is like a hospital.
Well, not exactly. For instance, we don't do brain surgery here.
Your joke feels so out of place that I'm left thinking why you even said it.
Was that supposed to be a joke?
That was supposed to be a joke.
What?
Yep. That's a joke.
Okay, that has to be poorly translated.
It's
no, wait, no, this is my... No! Yeah, what the fuck?
No, that's on purpose. He's got no sense of humor. That's what it is. Or he's got a poor sense of humor. He mostly says things that amuse himself, and that's it.
I don't remember that.
I do. Yes. Just that it's really weird to have so many medical people out of school. Sorry if we like safety.
You'll get used to it.
Jackass. I'm not sure of that myself, but I don't let the nurse know it.
Now, let me just find your file again.
While he's searching for something from his computer and shuffles stacks of paper around, I let my gaze wander around the room. It's an epitome of generic, I'd like to say.
Epitome.
Whoops. Beige walls and ceiling... Why did I stumble on that sentence? Beige walls of ceiling and dark gray laminate flooring and all the equipment you'd expect from a school nurse's office. Even the ridiculous educational posters hanging on the four walls remind me to eat properly 3 times a day from all the food groups. It's a lie. Food group. The 4 food group pyramid, triangle pyramid thing is a scheme. Anyway.
It's regular.
Anyway, smiling, the nurse draws from a thick file and a stack of similarly thick files and opens it.
So, you already have medication for the arrhythmia. Just remember to take your pills every morning and evening, or it won't be much help.
But
apart from that, do you do any sport? Stuff like, I don't know, boxing?
Yeah, because Mr. Generic looks like a boxer to me. He grins at his own joke, but I don't. Yes. See? Another joke.
I don't see the jokes.
That's the point. They're supposed to be bad. They're supposed to be bad because he's bad at telling jokes. That's the point. That's his character.
Like, jokes are supposed to be a setup followed by a punchline. There's nothing here.
That's why he's bad at telling jokes. Look, I know I'm a funny person, okay? I know how jokes work, okay? I know. But
These are just statements and questions.
I know, that's the point. He's bad at jokes. That's the point. Well, I played soccer occasionally with some classmates.
Alright, I'm afraid I'm gonna have to recommend you refrain from doing that. At least for the time being.
The horror. Oh. My lack of reaction makes him raise an eyebrow, but really, I'm not too bothered by him forbidding me to kick a ball around. Never did it out of burning passion for the sport. Isn't it something to do?
Any kind of concussion might very well be dangerous to your heart, and risking another attack is not a good idea.
Well, too bad we're getting one anyway. What? Nothing?
Was the previous one caused by a sudden concussion to the chest area? There is no mention of the cause in your papers. Wait, I thought concussion was strictly a head injury.
No, not necessarily. Concussion is just a large wound. It's like equivalent. It's equivalent of like a localized strike, basically, is a concussion. It's mostly associated with heads because that's mostly when it's brought up. But anything like a strike to the chest, like if someone bumps into you heavily, that can be considered a concussion. Like what's totally not gonna happen in this story later. What are you talking about?
Nah, you're doing it.
Hey, it's my turn, all right. You already know what I'm talking about, so it's not like you're affected by it. But I just think it's fun. I just want to turn to doing it. Damn it.
Actually, no. I barely remember anything about this game. Just like,
oh, in that case, then it's totally not gonna happen, right?
fuck you.
I just winked at the camera. No, not exactly. It's totally not to introduce a new character by getting struck in the chest.
Wait, is that... Oh, damn, I forgot how fragile his is.
Yeah. Anyway, I cited the question acceptably, and he glances over at me with his more serious expression on his face.
Still, you need to keep your body healthy, so some exercise would do you good.
Nice walk occasionally.
We have physical therapy and such available, as I said, but I don't think you really need such heavy measures. Just get some light exercises regularly. Brisk walks, or even light jogging, jumping rope, that sort of thing. Swimming, maybe, into the pool here.
Man, that'd be cool. So I was told.
Well, very good.
At any rate, for fuck's...
Anyway, I'm sure you've been told this before, you just need to take care not to overexert yourself.
I'm so stupid. He waggles his finger to emphasize the point. No real need. No need, really. I've heard this 1,000 times already.
Absolutely no unnecessary risks. Take care of yourself.
That's a nice another message right there. Take care of yourself. Okay. He goes over my papers one more time and sits on the desk, obviously content.
Good. That's it then. Come meet me if you ever need anything.
I ushered out before I even realized it. A quick visit, indeed. I ended up standing in front of the main building, auxiliary building, although to my eyes, it still looked like one and the same. It's the first real look that I get at the other students, so I watch people coming out of the school, going towards the gate or the dorms. Everyone seems to know where they're going. I still keep thinking that most of them don't do too special for students at a special school. Then again, neither do I. Does that make me one of them? More philosophical questions like this will not be answered by me, because I don't care. One of us? One of us! One of us! Anyway, I should go somewhere to prevent me from getting lost. It's around dinner time, but I feel tired instead of hungry. The weariness on me only grows grows as I trudge towards the dorms, sitting a little way apart from the main building complex. There is a garden of sorts between the school and the dorms, shrubbery, flowers, an overbearing smell of freshly cut grass that fills the atmosphere. It dawns on my tired mind that the smell feels novel because I haven't been outside at all for so long. The dorm building is big and made of red brick like the others. It feels way too pompous for what it is, so I push forward, going inside. Oh dear, here we go. I mean, totally nothing is going to happen. We are definitely not meeting a new character here. What are you talking about? Wink.
I do remember him.
I love how you said that. Him.
Also, I finally remembered what you were talking about earlier.
Oh,
now I know why. Like, that one really is a concussion because of what.
Yeah, because of what happens, yeah. It was just fun that I could do that to you for once. Room 119. Despite the ornate exterior, inside of the dorm is fairly new, functional, and boring. Just like the main building, the halls of the doors are wide to accommodate wheelchairs. Same goes for elevators and the end of hallways. Look my head around the corner of the common room door. Inside are a few students watching the television. One nods and gives a quick hello before turning back to the TV. Seems that only the girls around here are sociable. Suppose it's perfectly fine with me. I climb the stairs to the upper floor. Here we can go. Oh, we're at the hour mark, so I'm tempted to leave it off here, but I really want to meet him.
Do you want to get through the forced conversation and then to the room?
And then we'll get in the room, and that'll be the end. Because I really want to do my voice for him because it's so much fun to do. Here, and also Kenji's just goddamn hilarious. I'm gonna edit out that I said his name. I mean, we're already here. What's the point? We're already here. Screw it, I'll edit it out. Here, small quarters branch off in the main hallway. Each of the minor halls seem to have a toilet and shower as well as 4 rooms. About halfway down I spy room 119. The nameplate of the room that adjacent to mine are blank, so I guess there's just the 2 of us here. Light shines from below the door of room 117, so I knock lightly. Hello, is there anyone home? Do you want to do his voice?
Oh, God, why does he have that number?
117?
You know who has that number?
I think so. Want to tell me?
John 117.
Yeah.
Oh, God. I'm just gonna completely disassociate those 2.
Oh, is anyone home? From inside, I hear a few movements and then clicking of way more locks than I thought these doors had. After a few moments, the doors squeak open. Last chance. Do you want his voice or no?
No, you seem like you.
Hell yeah, let's go. A bespectacled boy is standing in... I love this song. Out of the Loop. I love these tracks so much. Every time I hear it, I smile. No matter how much this game is beating me with its soul, because I know this magnificent boy is here to make me laugh my ass off. Not.
Joseph called me because you didn't answer your phone.
I can't go away.
Sorry.
The speckled boy is standing in the doorway. He's looking at me very intently through his extremely thick eyeglasses. Who is it? Blind? No, at least not completely. Why would he have eyeglasses if he was? He leans close to me until our noses are almost touching. His breath stink of garlic. Hisao Nakai. I'm moving into the next room. I thought I should introduce my... His face suddenly brightened to the realization. Oh god, do I have to censor the word feminist? Because he says that a lot. I might have to censor some of the things he says, because my god, does it get dark really fast. His face suddenly brightens in realization as he stands back upright, thrusting his hand out as a smile of greeting, almost straight into my diaphragm. Oh, sup, dude? Name's Kenji. Hi. I take Kenji's sweaty hand and shake it. Still a little rattled by the sudden change of attitude and vehement welcome. There were some suspicious-looking people going on in and out of your room earlier. It was probably my parents. Your parents? You sure? They could have been some other people. You can't judge a book by its cover. His out-of-place proverb is left hanging between us as awkwardly as I try to think of a way to respond. I'd say the chances are high enough. He shudders and makes some exaggerated hand gestures. You're a brave man, Ethel. Me? I don't think I could trust the chances. The only one I trust is myself. I'm already laughing. Does that mean I shouldn't get to know you either? He thinks about that for a while. A wise decision. Damn, you're smarter than you look. Probably. What do you look like? I hope not smart. God damn it. He squints his eyes and leans closer again, but I lean backwards and dodge it. No, never mind. It doesn't matter. With that, he turns, fumbles around for a moment and searches the door handle, and then shuts the door behind him. Hey! Hi, Kenji. Welcome back into my life, Kenji. I slid the key into the lock of the door marked 119. Alright. And with that, that is the end of this episode. Because we are at the hour mark. Alright. I'm really excited to get back into this. I am so happy that I'm finally doing this. Okay. So that has been it for us. Thank you again, Zero, for joining me on this adventure.
I'm sleepy.
Okay. Okay, I'll get to this quick then. So thank you so much. Let's see. Thank you so much for watching this. Thank you for watching this episode. If you liked, please leave a like. Subscribe if you want to see more. We have been happy to have served you for this episode, and we will, of course, serve you in the next one. Thank you so much. Bye-bye!